Okay, let's continue to practice. I will do the first one, and then you guys can do the ones after. Okay, factorize this here. You could say, oh, 2 is a factor because you can break this down as 2 times 4. Okay, and then on this side you could have 2 times 8, and then times x. And then you can see 2 is a factor here. So you could actually potentially do this. 2 bracket 4, because you're removing the 2 out here. Remember, you're taking the 2 out here. Okay, so it becomes, it will stay here. And then here you've only got a 4, and here you've got plus 8x. Yes, you could do this, but we want the highest common factor. 2 is not the highest. There's something even higher. It's actually 8. Okay, this is weird, but just watch. Hang on. So here, you can visualize this as this. So you've got 8 here, plus, now, when I first give you this, visualize, try and sort out the two numbers first. Okay, so you've got to look for the highest common factor, something that's in common between the 8 and the 16, but you want the highest one, and the highest one here is not 2, it's actually 8, because watch this, so you can break this down as 2 times 8, okay, and then times x. Now take the 2 8s here, take them out, okay, so it will look like this. Hang on, 8 out here, and then remember, you've taken the 8 out, so all that's left is 2x. Okay, so you've got 2x in here. Over here, you've got to put the 1 into here, because later on, when you come to multiply out the brackets, it will be this times this. If you put a 0 into here, if you put a 0 into here, then 8 times 0 will be 0, so the 8 will disappear. Okay, given this situation here, you've got to put the 1 into here, because later on, when you get 8 times 1, it will be 8. It's what you want, 8. Or you can visualize this bit as you can visualize this bit here as 1 times 8. 1 times 8 is 8. If you visualize it as 0, then 0 times 8 is not 8. So what goes in, you could actually visualize it like this, a 1 in here, because 1 times 8 is 8. So when you take the 8 out, all that's left is the 1. So you've got to put the 1 in here. Okay? So if you factorize this bit here, it will become 8 bracket 1 plus 2x. Okay? Because 8 is higher than the 2 we had earlier. Okay? So 8 is the highest common factor between these two terms. Okay, now it's your turn. Okay, see if you can do this now. So press pause and have a go. Okay, first try to deal with the two numbers. What's the highest common factor? What's the highest number that's in common between these two? It's actually the 7 itself. So you know it's a 7. So you can visualize the 21 as 7 times 3. Okay, 7 times 3 is 21. And then you've got x times x. And then the plus, well, I take the plus down. And then over here, the 7. Okay, but we could visualize it as 7 times 1. But let's not bother. Let's just leave it as a 7. And now let's take the 7 out. So you have this. Hang on, brackets. The plus goes in here. And remember, you've taken the 7 out. Okay, so you've taken the 7 out. Taking the 7 later on to stick the 1 in here. So what's left is 3 times x times x. So that's 3x squared. And remember, we're not going to bother the 1. Let's just stick the 1 in here. Okay. So here it's actually this. Now tidy it up. So it will be this plus 1, and then it's ta-da. Yeah. So it's this. So this If you factorize it, it will become this. Okay. Next one, this one here. So yeah, try to sort out these two first. Find the highest common factor. Well, anyway, press pause and have a go. So first sort out these two. What's the highest common factor here? Well, it happens to be 3. So let's visualize. Let's visualize this bit here as this. Hang on. 3 times x times x times y. Okay, and then this bit here, visualize it as 3 times 4 times x. Now look to see what's in common. What's in common? Well, what's in common is the 3 here. So we can take these 3's out. So it would be a 3 here. And what else? So the 3 goes. Oh, just the x. Let's take the x out here. Take this x out. So we're going to take the x out. So this goes, and this sorry, and this goes. Okay. So here, all that's left is x times y. So x times y here, and all that's left here is the 4. Okay. So now tidy this up. X times 3, well, that's just like me writing this, and this bit here, well, it's going to be this bit here, plus 4. There, you just factorized it, and this happens to be the highest common factor, if you like. Okay, last one. This one here, remember, sort out the 7 and the 14 first. Decide what's in common, the highest common thing. Okay, so press pause and have a go. Okay, so sort out the highest common factor between these two. Happens to be 7. Okay, so let's visualize this whole term as 7 times x times y times y. Oh, you've got a minus here, so be careful later on. So here you've got 7 times 2. 7 times 2 is 14, so that's 14 there. And then you've got x here, and then you've got y here. Well, look for what's in common. What's in common is the 7 here. Okay, we're going to remove the 7. What else? The x. We're going to remove the x. So the x goes here, and then what else? So remember that 7 the x goes, 7 and the x goes. What else? No more x's, no more. Oh, we've got the y here. So let's take the y, the 2 y's out. So this goes and this goes. So what's left is just x y. And remember, you've got to stick the minus in here because this is a minus. So 2 here, because if you get this, multiply this, and then you've got the minus here, and then well, blah 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 blah. This becomes this. Okay, when you factorize it, it becomes this. 7xy bracket xy minus 2. Okay, then it's done.